party in the city where the heat is on all night at the beach at the break of dawn. Welcome to Miami. Alright, I have to be fast because I need to turn the AC back on, but you're not going to be able to hear me. Anyways, we made it. I'm in Miami, Drake, and we're about to head to the beach. So I actually was reading Crown of Midnight when I left the house, so we're going to finish this up first. And this is the second book in Throne of Glass series, so I'm really excited because when I read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, I kind of hated it, but I heard that she wrote it when she was 19, so like the writing was very like immature writing, and then that it gets better. Like as you go through the series, it gets better because she like wrote it like later on. So I'm excited for that. I actually, like when I first picked this one up, I was like, oh, this is not better, and I put it down. That was like 2 months ago or something, but this time I made it like once I got to page 100, I was like, okay, this is much better than Throne of Glass. So I'm on page 157, and I actually borrowed One Dark Window from Libby, and I have 3 days left in that loan. So I'm trying to finish this quickly so I can start on One Dark Window and finish it before it gets returned to the library, because I have it on my Kindle. And I know what people say, like, oh, just turn your Kindle on airplane mode. Like, if it's not connected to the internet, it's not going to return the book. Like, you'll still have access, but the next person will get their access too. But I think, like, that's just my toxic trait. I'm just going to try to finish it in time. You know, we don't got time to waste. Too many books, not enough time. So that's the goal. I'm also listening to this book called The Spell Shop. I don't know who the author is, but I've been listening to the audiobook on my phone. I have the physical copy at home. That book is about a girl and a sentient snake plant. This book is like if The Honey Witch and Legends and Lattes had a baby, and that baby had a sentient snake plant. That would be this book. It's basically a girl who like is a librarian, but then the library catches fire and she escapes with a bunch of spell books, but magic is outlawed, and she wants to help the community, so she starts doing spells from the spell book on the low, and she basically has a like jam shop as a front for this like spells. It's very much giving your shop as a drug front. But I'm almost done with it. I think I'm in like chapter 27 out of like 35 or something like that. And I will say that I didn't really enjoy The Honey Witch or Legends and Lattes that much, because this like cozy fantasy like trend is not really it for me. Like I need a little bit of action to keep me interested like throughout. But this one, I have to say, was like a little bit better. The only like complaint I have is that the romance, like there's like a romance brewing. I know it is, but I'm not really feeling like the connection between the characters. It just feels kind of forced. But I kind of like the cast of characters in the little town, so I think that I'm gonna end up enjoying this one more than the other ones. But anyways, right now I'm gonna pick up Crown of Midnight at the beach, and we'll see what happens. Somehow ended up in this random mall, and it looks like it's too bougie for me to afford to be here. I tried to fill
I tried to film an update earlier at the beach, but it was so loud. I finished The Spell Shop. I gave it 3 stars. I don't really have much to say about that book. Like, it was just kind of like a cutesy, like, good time. Nothing crazy, nothing like super stands out about that book. And I moved on to another audiobook. So what I've been trying to do is keep one audiobook that I can read while I like get ready, do my makeup and stuff like that. And I listen to that on audio, and then I have a physical book that I will read like right now when I was on the beach, which happens to still be Crown of Midnight. I feel like I've been laid out on the beach reading all day, and I only got through like 50 pages of the book. Which, I mean, hey, it was a lazy day. I was feeling lazy, like just slow, you know, so it's fine. I will say that I thought the book was getting a lot more interesting, so that's a plus, because I honestly hated Throne of Glass. Like, I think I could have given it 1.5 stars. We're gonna just move on from that. I've heard such good things that I'm just like really curious to know, and I will say that this one is getting better. I did notice though that I'd heard some things online about some character named Aelin, and she never showed up in the first book, but she's being talked about in the second book. She hasn't actually shown up, so we don't know anything about her. But based on like just rumblings that I've heard on the internet, I feel like what I heard was a spoiler, and now I'm mad about it. We're gonna hope it's not a spoiler. I'll let you know. Maybe not in this video, because I'm not even sure what part of the series this reveal comes out of. Anyways, that being said, yeah. Not the abrupt cutoff, but there was a guy who came, and there was like so many seats and benches, and he decides he wants to sit right next to me. It was very strange behavior, and I was, you know, like just sitting on the side of the street by myself. I'm not having it. And then he pulls out like a cigarette and starts playing music. I was like, this is weird, my guy. You could have sat anywhere else except next to me. I think I was talking about Crown of Midnight, but we'll move on. The audiobook that I'm gonna listen to right now, that I've been listening to all day, I'm like 50% through it already, is called The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. So I'm literally reading a book by Sarah J. Maas and a book by Sarah Adams. Woohoo! This is the trip of the Sarahs. Anyways, I think I am going to enjoy this book, is what I wanted to say. So I did enjoy the cheat sheet. I feel like at first I was a little hesitant about whether I was going to enjoy this one just as much. The like trigger warnings at the beginning of the book tell you that there's a chapter with spice, so that makes me sad, because that's one of the things that I enjoyed about the cheat sheet, you know, that there was no spice. But that's okay. I think I remember there was no spice, or maybe limited. I don't know. The rule book is the second book to the cheat sheet. You don't have to read the cheat sheet to read the rule book, but I did. And I'm kind of glad I did, because the couple and like people in the cheat sheet come up in this book, and it's just more fun to know their story. You know what I'm saying? And see the connections. But where I am right now, the situation has evolved, and we are seeing a fake dating trope kind of like take place, which I love and am obsessed with. I think it's my second favorite trope, right after enemies to lovers. So I feel that I'm about to have a really great time. And that's really it, to be honest. I'm having a good time. I really love this main character. I feel like this is like a trend for me, but I really love like the quirky, really weird, really eccentric female main characters, because I feel like I can relate. Okay, like this girl's in the middle of a meeting and she's like, yeah, let's do this hokey pokey. Like, she just says the most random things, and it fills my heart with joy. So it's giving like a Christina Lauren main character, you know, but Sarah Adams' writing style is very unique. Like, it's very simple, clear cut, but entertaining and kind of funny. Like, it had some LOL, literal laughing out loud moments. I don't know why LOL came out. I wasn't planning on saying that, but that's what happened. So anyways, I have a lot of catching up with reading to do. I went to a bookstore today and I got The Love of My Afterlife because I was reading this book at a reading party I recently went to. There's a vlog for that if you want to check that out. And a publisher from Berkeley Romance saw me reading Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, and we had a little chat, and at the end of our little chat, he took a picture of me, so if you see me on the interwebs somewhere, please let me know. But he also said that he recommends, based on our conversation, that I read Love of My Afterlife. So that's what I got at the bookstore, and also a little sticker and a cute little bookmark. And I will let y'all see the B-roll, and I will put it at the end of the B-roll so y'all can see my little haul. It was cute. I'm really excited because what I'm planning to do is, like, when I move, I want to have a whole bookshelf with every book that I've bought at every place that I've visited. And I have like blank bookmarks, so I want to like just write in calligraphy the name of the place on the blank bookmark and stick it in the book. It's gonna be fun. Hey, mini book haul. Did I say this already? I got this book because of the publisher at Berkeley Romance told me I would like it. So, The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. I hope it's good because otherwise he lied to me. Then I got this bookmark. It says Book Nerd, and it's my two favorite colors, yellow and teal. And then I also got a sticker that I apparently found. It's this one. That's the name of the store. It was called Books and Books. It was in a really bougie mall that had a sign that literally said you're not allowed to wear Crocs in that mall, which is crazy to me, but it is what it is. And then they gave me their little bookmark, which I feel now that I need to have a separate section in my bookshelf, like a separate little cup thingy for all of these that I collect, because I have so many now. And that's it. I just got back from like a few weeks of vacation, and I didn't realize that I maybe went a little bit overboard with book purchases while I was away, because I had this entire stack. Like it goes down further in here, waiting for me when I got home. So I think we're gonna do a little tiny book haul unboxing situation, and I am going to take y'all along this as I unbox it, FaceTime style. So I think I might actually FaceTime my friend, and then you guys can be on the FaceTime with us. Hello. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, I have my handy box cutter. Let's get into these packages. Hello. This looks like somebody opened this and then retaped it with like regular tape. I've never seen Book of the Month use actual tape. It's a little concerning, but we'll see what happens. Don't know if I ordered this. Volume 0, A Spell for Disappearing. Oh, free story for you. Ah. Add the latest of Volume 0 to your next box via the Book of the Month app. Only if you dare. So I think that Volume 0 is their first like short story collection that they kind of put together. It's like a new thing that they're doing. So I think they gave me one of the short stories. Anyway, so the first book I got was Hera by Jennifer Saint. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint is one of my favorite books of all time. I am obsessed, and I'm also obsessed with Greek mythology, so I thought I would really enjoy this. And I think Hera is the sister of Zeus, and I'm not sure if she also married him. Yeah, she's relegated to the role of wife and mother, a role she never wanted. So I think Hera marries Zeus, and Jennifer Saint typically writes Greek retellings. I believe that they're also supposed to be feminist retellings, so they're like through the perspective of the women of Greece, or you know, like the typical stories that we hear, but through the perspective of that specific person. So we always hear about Zeus, but now we're hearing about Zeus' story through Hera's eyes. And Ariadne was really good too, because that was highly about the story of the Minotaur, but through the perspective of Ariadne. And it was, like I said, 5-star book, one of my favorites of all times. Then The Wedding People by Alison Espach. I can't remember what this is about. I think it was a girl who goes to a wedding by, like, she ends up at a wedding by accident, but ends up enjoying it. Maybe starts going to other weddings. Okay, so I read the description. Basically, this girl is at a hotel and she's in the lobby. She gets mistaken for being one of the wedding guests at a specific wedding. And she kind of just sticks around for that wedding because she's on vacation by herself. She's doing a solo trip. You know the vibes. And then her and the bride start kind of like confiding in each other and form this like friendship. So a lot of people have been excited for this. Also, this is so pretty. What? Like the color combination. Then I got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is Ali Hazelwood's most recent fiction book. It's about 2 rivals that, like workplace rivals. His company is trying to take over. They bought her company and they're trying to take it over. But, or like they bought the debt. You know, like when someone like invests in a company, you have to pay them back. And they bought the debt. So now they kind of like, I wouldn't say own it per se. It doesn't matter. It's not the point of the book. The point of the book is that they, you know, are having a little flingy fling, even though they're against each other because they're fighting for control of this company. And I did read this in a little vloggy vlog where I went to a reading party in the city. If you want to watch that, I'll put that up here. I just got the Book of the Month copy because I have almost every Ali Hazelwood in the Book of the Month version, so it felt like it needed to be part of the collection. You know what I'm saying? Then I got The Husband by Holly Gramazio. I think this is about like women, they have their husband, they don't like them, they send them to the attic, and a new one comes back down. That's all I know. I hope it's funny. It seems like it would be funny. And then The Stranger Upstairs, which is a thriller. I have zero clue at all what this is about, but I wanted to get it the month it came out in September, and I didn't. So we're doing it now, and that's okay. And then I got this bookmark that says Book of the Month, and then it says, I've been expecting you. I don't know what that means. I've been expecting this box of books, I guess. Woohoo! Okay, so that's the first 5 books. We're at a 5-book count. I guess we'll do all the Amazon packages now. This is perfect. I will use this bag to hide all of the garbage from all of these. So the first is Autobiography by Christina Lauren. I actually just finished this book. I'm getting through all their backlists, and I want to collect all of their books because I love Christina Lauren. And this was the first book I read this month, actually. Not my favorite of theirs, but that's okay. I actually ordered this right before I read it, so I didn't know I wasn't gonna like it. But Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. This is one of my favorite Christina Lauren's. Like, this book was so funny. I love the main character in this book so much. Hazel, she's the best. Then I got here another Christina Lauren. This one was Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. Also read this one last month. And Josh and Hazel's Guide. Both very good books. Definitely this is like, honestly, it's probably my favorite Christina Lauren of all time. Then I have Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman, which I also already read, and I've been reading them on Libby, you know, okay? So don't judge me. I needed a physical copy for it to go in my Greek mythology shelf right here. Wait, whoop. This little corner right here is all Greek mythology books. Well, I guess now it's just going to be a mythology shelf because this is Norse mythology. But I wanted to read this because I read A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel L. Jensen, and I'm obsessed. And they just came out with the second book. They announced the title and the cover and everything. So I'm really excited. I pre-ordered it. It's called A Curse Carved in Bone. I'm excited. Okay, we'll go with the next Amazon box. Also, by the way, I'm obviously not showing the address part of these boxes, but if you accidentally get a little sneak somehow that I missed, please do not stalk me. Do not come to my home. You can send me books if you want, but don't come here. Okay, so I actually just realized that I forced my friend to pre-order this book with me, The Coven by Harper L. Woods. This just came out and I had it on pre-order. It's way smaller than I expected it to be. Ooh, you hear that crunch? Freshly sprayed pages. Wow, this is a really short book. I hope it's good because I have the second one pre-ordered too and it's coming soon, but look how pretty those edges are. Come on now. I don't know what that book is about. Something with witches, I assume, because The Coven. Oh, look at the second book right there. The Cursed. All right. Moving on to the next Amazonian package. I think this was like a Prime Day sale that I ordered all of these, which was on July 16th, and then I went on vacation. Yes, okay. Also read this one. It was amazing. Daisy Jones and the Six. I said amazing. I don't know if I would use amazing. It wasn't my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid book. It was written in a very different format than what I expected. And I also read the audiobook, which has like a full cast. So, this book has like essentially just like interviews and stuff where like the characters just speak about their experience. It's definitely a really different experience than like any other book I've read, but the full cast was cool because each person just reads their part. Kind of felt like you were talking to them, you know. We'll go with the next Amazon package. This one has My Favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. So the Christina Lauren collection is growing. This one was fine. It was just fine. I don't know. I was a little bit disappointed that I wasn't like loving some of these Christina Lauren books as much as I thought I would, because the first few that I read, In Holidays and The Unhoneymooners, I really loved, and that's why I was like, you know, I think I have to read their entire backlist. And then I read Josh and Hazel and was like, oh yeah, they're amazing. But then I just thought this one was like kind of okay, and I really did not enjoy this one. This one was good. This one's pretty good. So it is what it is. Trust me, you get what you give. I have some more Christina Lauren in here somewhere. I feel like at least one more that I can think of. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. So this I actually haven't read yet. I had the ebook on Libby, and the entire loan period went by and I didn't read it, but I've been wanting to read this book for a long time. It felt right to just get it and read it.
So hopefully soon. This is kind of a chunky monkey. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's like 400 pages. We are nearing close to the end, my friends. The end is near. Got another Jeff Bezos. Okay, I was right. I thought it was just one, but there's two here. So this is The House by Christina Lauren. This is this is one of their two young adults. So they have The House and then they have Sublime. I haven't read Sublime yet and I haven't purchased it, but this one was, for what it was okay, you know? I was really surprised that they did something that was more like mystery thriller-ish. Like, yes, it was still a romance, which almost all their books were romances. All of their books are romances. But this one surprised me because of the young adults and because of the like mystery-ish aspect. I also feel like this is probably one of their like older ones. Like, you can also tell the difference because, like, look at the vibe of these. Like, they all have like a similar vibe, and I feel like that's like their new vibe, and this feels like an older version. I thought this one, like this book, Roomies, had a cover that kind of matches this vibe, and I don't know why they sent me this one because it's not what I ordered, but that's okay. It's all right. The other one has like some curtains and it looks like a Broadway stage because this one is centered around two people who work on like show business. All right, and then the next few that I have are books that I ordered off of people on Pango Books. And there's 4 here, but I only remember ordering 3. So one of these is gonna be a surprise to me, I guess. I know what I forgot that I ordered. The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I am like obsessed with this cover because I had seen this cover when it came out as an independent book, and I wanted to read it, but I just never really got around to it. And then the book got picked up by a publisher and they stopped making this cover because this is like the indie cover, and then, you know, it got its own. Anyways, I don't really like the new cover. I always wanted this one. It got really expensive for a while there on the interwebs, but I saw this one for $10 and it is literally brand new. Like, it looks totally new. So that's awesome. I cannot wait to get into this because I hear good things. My friend is obsessed with this series. So actually, I can only remember 2 more. So this one, wow, okay. She really wanted it to get here safely because it's well sealed. Oh, it came with a little note and it's sealed. I don't want to break it. That's so cute. It just says thank you. That's so cute. Thank you for buying from my little Pango shop. Aw, Karen. Maybe I'll put it in the book, you know. So this is the Bachman books. So this is Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman, and I really wanted to have a hardcover because I'm gonna start reading all the Stephen King books in order of publication. I actually just started with Carrie, and once I finish the next 2, I have Rage by Richard Bachman, and those were ridiculously hard to find in hardback, and their Rage was like, it put me in a rage how expensive this book is. Paperback, let alone a hardcover. Ooh, Skunk Train, good for 1 passage. Somebody left a souvenir, I guess. That's cute. I'm gonna put the letter in the book. Oh, Rapid City Public Library. Not me having a public library book that doesn't belong to me. It belongs to me because I bought it, but okay. That's really exciting. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Karen, for the book. Make sure you return your library books, though, in the future, you know? Just saying. Okay. Next one is another Pango purchase. This one they put in a fairy loot box, but I won't show you the address. It is a fairy loot box, though. What's going on here? Oh, it's taped at the top too? Jeez Louise. Okay, here we go. What did I get? The Last Tale of the Flower Bride. I also forgot I bought this. Guess that's 2. Am I missing something? I know what that is now. This is The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Roshani Chokshi. I tried to listen to the audiobook of this, but the writing was so beautiful that I just knew I was gonna have to get a physical copy and read the physical copy. Although now I regret getting like a special edition, because how am I gonna tab the bajonkers out of this book? Oh, it came with a signed nameplate. How cute. This book is beautiful. I have no regrets, but now I'm gonna have to get another copy of this book so I can tab it. Yeah, that's the kind of psychotic behavior that I subscribe to. Okay, this is the last book I ordered on Pango Books. By the way, I do have a Pango shop. It is an app. I'm not sponsored. However, if you want to check out my Pango shop, I do sell used books. Honestly, most of them are just pretty new. Like, a lot of them are like, if I got it in a subscription box and it wasn't something that I was interested in reading, I'll sell it on there. Or if I read a book and it is less than like 3 stars, I usually won't keep it, especially like the regular editions. So I'll just list it on there for cheap. Oh, I got an email. But yeah, if you want to check out my Pango shop, it's always linked down below. You can have some of these books over here on my shelf. This whole bottom shelf behind the beanbag chair is all the books that I have listed on my Pango. So, oh, another little note. This is so cute. It says, "Hi Joe Sandy, thanks for the purchase and hope you have a great vacation. Happy reading." Because she was gonna mail this out and she was worried about like, hey, I'm gonna ship this out probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna have time today. And I'm like, honestly, don't worry about it, because I'm gonna be on vacation and I won't notice at all when it comes in. And I didn't. It was here for a while. But look how cute this little lavender sticker is that she gave me. And these little books. Oh, so cute. I'm gonna put these in my journal. That note is adorable. I love it. I'm obsessed. 10 out of 10. Okay. And her handwriting. Both of them. And Karen. So this book is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. This is a book that has been staring me in the face for a long time. I've been trying to read it. And I wanted a cute sprayed edge, because look at that, that's the Gorgiana, and I feel that I don't have enough yellow sprayed edges on my shelf, and that is the logic for purchasing this book. What can I say? I'm a simple gal. That's pretty much it. I did purchase this book on the day right before I left, so it just got thrown in here. It's a special like anniversary edition, ultimate collector's edition, with an exclusive new chapter of You Are a Bad Behind by Jen Sincero. I love, and I'm obsessed with this book. I read it a while ago and I feel like it just gave me such a fresh perspective. So I'm interested to read it again and hopefully find it just as good, because I am a totally different person. And you know, sometimes you read a book, you think it's good, then you read it again and you're like, what was I even thinking? So yeah, that's the haul, y'all. I didn't know that I was gonna rhyme until I was doing it, but that was fun. I hope y'all had fun too. And if you did, hit that like button. If you want to join the family, hit that subscribe button. I will see you all when I see you next. Bye.